All right, strap in everybody because today's deep dive is taking us somewhere we haven't really been before.
Oh, yeah. Where's that?
We're ditching the history books and the documentaries.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
And diving headfirst into the world of, wait for it, rap lyrics.
Rap lyrics, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, you heard that right. We're going to be breaking down bars, dissecting rhymes, and maybe even uncovering some hidden wisdom along the way.
You know, you might be onto something there. A lot of people dismiss rap as just, like, party music or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But it's so much more than that.
When you really listen, rap is poetry.
Straight up, poetry with a beat.
Rhythm, wordplay, storytelling, social commentary. It's all there, packed into these verses.
And the artist we're focusing on today, Mingo, he's a master of it.
From what I've heard, yeah, he's got some serious skills.
And you know how we pick our deep dive topics, right?
Listener suggestions. Always.
Exactly. So this one comes straight from you guys. You send in a bunch of Mingo's lines, and let me tell you, they are packed with punchlines, metaphors, and maybe even some life lessons tucked in there.
Can't wait to dig in.
So we've got a selection of lines pulled from a YouTube video, all killer, no filler. Let's jump right in, shall we?
Lead the way.
First up, remember Clyde, head bunny, juggerhead Holly Joseph, had made him get time for the metal in my nose. No Monica Lewinsky's. One spouse is more than enough for me. All right, Mingo, you're coming in hot with this one.
Wow, that's a mouthful even for a rap lyric.
Right. It's like he threw a history book, a comic book, and a tabloid headline into a blender.
And hit pulse a few times.
Exactly. So let's break down. Clyde, I'm assuming he's talking about Clyde Barrow.
Bonnie and Clyde, the infamous outlaw couple.
Yep. We've got the Joker, Batman's arch nemesis, always up to no good, and Monica Lewinsky. Well, her story's a whole other deep dive, but let's just say she caused quite a stir back in the day.
All figures who are known for their, shall we say, complicated relationships.
To put it mildly. But then Mingo throws this curveball. One spouse is more than enough for me.
It's almost like he's using these larger-than-life figures as cautionary tales.
Like, hey, I've seen the drama, the chaos, the scandals. I'm good with keeping things simple on the home front.
I mean, it's definitely a statement.
It's like he's learned from the mistakes of those he's name-dropping.
Yeah.
Choosing a different path, you know?
Choosing stability over notoriety, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
But it also makes you think about the company we keep. The stories we choose to associate ourselves with.
And how those stories shape our own narratives.
Exactly. Okay, ready for the next line.
Hit me with it.
Sell myself with happiness, me. I don't argue with idiots. They bring it down to their level and beat you with experience.
Ooh, that's a good one. A real gem.
Right. It's like he's dropping some wisdom on us.
And it's so relatable. Haven't we all been in situations where we're arguing with someone and it's like...
Talking to a brick wall.
Exactly. You realize you're never going to get through to them. You're just wasting your energy.
You know, there's that old saying, never wrestle with a pig. You both get dirty, but the pig enjoys it.
Exactly. And I think that's what Mingo's getting at here. Pick your battles wisely.
Recognize when someone's just trying to drag you down to their level.
And save your energy for the fights that actually matter.
So true. Okay, next line. Ready?
Bring it on.
This one's short, but it packs a punch. Federer, you better roger this. Stay in your lane. No coexist.
Boom. That's some serious boundary setting right there.
Right. It's like he's laying down the law, but with this playful, almost cheeky tone.
That wordplay with Roger Federer. Roger that. Get it.
Genius.
He manages to be assertive without being aggressive. It's impressive.
I think it's also about knowing your place, owning your space.
And respecting other space, too. Like, we can all coexist, but don't try to step on my toes.
Stay in your lane. It's almost like he's talking to those copycats, those who try to imitate his style.
Like, I'm the original. You do you.
Exactly. Okay, let's keep this momentum going. Next line. One cap, Team Rocket eats the Gemma. They come for the content, but they stay for the community us.
Okay, gotta admit, this one's my favorite so far.
Why is that?
Team Rocket reference. Come on, you know I'm a Pokemon fan.
Of course, of course. Those lovable villains, always trying to steal Pikachu.
Always scheming.
But what's Mingo doing with him here?
I think he's flipping the script. Team Rocket, they're always after something superficial, right?
Snatching Pokemon for their own gain, yeah.
But in this line, it's like people are drawn to something at a surface level, but the real treasure is the community.
The community us.
Exactly. It's the deeper connection, the shared experience that makes them stay.
It makes you think. What are we really looking for in life? The quick grab, the fleeting fame, or something more lasting?
Something with substance.
And what is this community us? Is he talking about his fans, his fellow artists, something else entirely? He's leaving us with clues, and I want to figure out this puzzle.
He's definitely got us thinking.
All right, moving right along. This next one takes us deep inside Mingo's head. Although my clocker bipolar, working like two of me live, dream job mid-dream go. Carol, go to grow, sold for sports studio, just like Goliath. I'm known for being stoned, but gonna do the work on its own.
Whoa, hold on. I need a minute to process this one.
This is where it gets really interesting, right? We're getting a glimpse into his creative process, his struggles, his drive.
Okay, unpack it for me. Bipolar clocks. Working like two of him. What's he trying to say?
I think he's talking about that feeling of time being distorted. Like sometimes it's moving too fast, sometimes too slow.
The pressure of deadlines, maybe.
Maybe. But also that feeling of always being on, always hustling, always creating. Like he's got double the energy, double the ambition.
Double the drive, but maybe also double the pressure.
Exactly. And then there's that mid-dream go. It's like he's saying, even when you achieve your goals, the journey's not over.
You're still striving, still growing, still reaching for something more.
Never complacent. And then he throws in that Goliath reference. It's powerful. It is. Like people might underestimate him, see him as the underdog.
Maybe even judge him because he's known for being stoned, whatever that means in this context.
But he's confident in his abilities. He knows that the work speaks for itself.
Let the results do the talking.
Love that. Okay, ready for the grand finale?
Let's hear it.
Last line. I wrote this in a windy house, not in Ireland's play. IGB melody, do my own thing, not the preacher's son. Give a head while I lie, she knows. Okay, even for Mingo, this one's cryptic.
Yeah, he's definitely leaving us with some homework here.
What do you make of it?
Well, there's a lot to unpack, but I think the main theme is individuality. He's not following a script, not living someone else's life, even if that's what's expected of him.
Not the preacher's son. He's forging his own path, making his own rules.
And that windy house imagery. It's interesting. Could it be a metaphor for his creative process?
Like the chaos, the turbulence that fuels his art.
It could be. Or maybe it's something else entirely. That's the beauty of these lyrics. They invite us to interpret them, to make our own meaning.
So we've analyzed each line, dissected the rhymes, pondered the metaphors. What have we learned from this deep dive into Mingo's mind?
I think we've seen that rap, at its best, is so much more than just music. It's a window into the artist's soul.
Their struggles, their triumphs, their worldview.
Mingo's not afraid to be vulnerable, to talk about the pressure, the hustle, the doubts. And through it all, there's this thread of authenticity.
Owning his story, imperfections and all.
Yeah, and it makes you think about your own story. What are the windy houses in our own lives? What narratives are we shaping? What truths are we waiting to express?
Heavy stuff. Well, that's a wrap for today's deep dive, folks. Thanks for joining us as we decoded Mingo's rhymes one bar at a time. Until next time.